What up, YouTube? Today, I have a tiny little craft project for you guys. Today, we're going to be crocheting some fingerless gloves. I saw these on Pinterest. This idea was like following me around for a few days. I'll pop up some inspiration pics around here. I saw a bunch of them on Pinterest, but basically it's just 2 granny squares that you turn into fingerless gloves. And right now it's like the perfect weather outside for fingerless gloves because, you know, it's kind of cold outside, but it's not cold enough that you would want like full-on mitten gloves. I'm hoping this will be a really quick project. I haven't made any crochet projects since my 900 granny square blanket, which was like a month ago, so I haven't crocheted in a month. But this one should be really simple and should only take a few hours because I only have to make 4 granny squares. I'll pop up a picture right here. 4 granny squares, and then I'm going to do some ribbing for the wrist part and some ribbing for the thumb hole, and I'm contemplating doing some ribbing against the top for more coverage on my fingers. The ribbing I'm going to be doing on my knitting machine. I'm going to be knitting up the ribbing, so hopefully that'll make the project go even faster. So these are the colors of yarn I chose for this project. The center of the granny squares will be this peachy orange color. The middle part of the granny square will be this pink, and then the outside will be brown, and so will be all of the knitted ribbing will also be brown. The granny squares I'm going to be making are only going to be 3 layers big. Really excited! I think I'm going to be using a 5mm hook. Let me go get it real quick. Yes, 5mm crochet hook. I love this one. This one is from the Dollar Tree, y'all. So this could be a really cheap project for you if you already have yarn, or if you could get yarn from the dollar store. Let's get into this and let's see how long it takes me. I also did want to mention that I will be keeping all of the yarn scraps because I have a little collection. It's not little, I have a huge collection of yarn scraps that I'm saving for a project in the future. Also, I have like long nails on right now, so doing this, very interesting. I can't seem to get the tension right though. So these are going to be some loose granny squares. Okay, I finished the first one. Here's how it's looking. It's got this like vintage 70s vibe. That's what I'm going for with these gloves. I'll be back once I finish all 4. Okay, y'all, it's like 20 minutes later and I have all 4 granny squares done. The only issue is that these granny squares are not big enough to like wrap around my hands even when I have 2 of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add one single row on one side of each square, so they'll be more like rectangle shape, and then hopefully that'll be enough to wrap around my hand. So I'm going to do that to all 4 granny squares, and I'm also going to weave in my ends, and I'll be back. Hey guys, I'm back, and as you can see, the granny squares do not have any ends, and they have an extra row on them. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sew one side together with an invisible seam so that I can see basically how big I need to make the ribbing. Alright, I got these babies sewn up and I think they'll go around my hand. We're ready to do the ribbing. Welcome to my desk. Now let's knit some ribbing, y'all. So I got this ribbon. I think I forgot to tell you, but I'm not looking at any pattern. I'm just winging it. But yeah, this ribbing, I made it like super tight. It doesn't even want to go around my hand. It feels super thick and nice. But yeah, I need to remake this and make my stitches looser so that I can actually fit my hand in it. Yeah, I'll be back. Epic fail. Okay, I think I finally figured out the right method to knit the ribbing. I've been through like 3 other iterations already, so I think I'm settling with this one. See, this one has enough stretch that it actually does go around my whole wrist, so I'm really happy. Now I'm just going to use the same exact method and pattern to make the ribbing for the other glove as well. Okay, I finished both wrist ribbings for both gloves. Now I'm going to make the ribbing for on top of the gloves where my fingers are at, so it kind of like cinches in the glove, because these I feel like will be kind of loose on my hands. Yeah, that's the part I'm going to be working on now. I'm going to make both of them and show you what I get. Okay guys, I have finished both of the ribbing that's going to go around the top of my fingers. Now the last thing I have to knit is ribbing that's going to go around my thumb. See that? Just like that. So that's going to be really simple, hopefully, and I'll be back. Okay y'all, I made the 2 little thumb holes, ribbing for the thumb holes, and now the only step left in these gloves is to sew it all together. So let's do that. I have my old-timey sewing machine right here. You have to hand crank it. So I guess the first thing I'm going to do is connect the wrist ribbing to one of the granny squares. How am I going to do this? Now I'm just going to start sewing. Hello? Why did a hole form? Okay, let me do that over again. Alright y'all, I was having some technical difficulties, but I'm back and the ribbing is attached. Y'all, I think I'm gonna be obsessed with the way this comes out. Now I'm gonna put the ribbing around the top where my fingers are gonna be. Okay, I got the ribbing on the top. That is looking so good. Now the most confusing part for me is, see, I need to add the thumb hole somewhere. First I need to sew the thumb hole closed, I think. I guess I just kind of eyeball it where I want to put it, but I think I'm going to have to hand sew that in. No, I'm going to use the machine to sew that. Okay, first let's just sew this closed real quick. Okay, now I have a little thumb hole. I guess I'm just going to turn this glove inside out and place it where I think it needs to go. So I think right there is good. Okay, I think I need a safety pin or something. I'll be right back. So I got the little thumb hole safety pin in here. And now we're just going to try and sew it together and not sew the thumb hole closed. That's the goal, folks. I just realized I think I have to hand sew. Yeah, I gotta do that before I even sew anything else. Okay, so I need to sew this in by hand. I'll be right back. I have successfully sewn in the thumb hole. You won't be able to see it because it's sandwiched inside here, but now I'm just gonna sew these 2 edges together and the glove will be done essentially, but I do have to, cut off all these strings. So let's get this glove done. I think the first glove is done. I'm going to go ahead and try it on and see if it actually fits, but I'm not going to show you that until the final reveal. Okay, I just tried on the first glove and it fits, so I'm going to go ahead and sew together the second glove. Okay, both gloves are completely sewn together. The only thing left to do is to get rid of all this extra yarn. I'm so excited! Okay guys, I'm finished with the fingerless gloves. These turned out so freaking cute. I think they turned out even cuter than the ones on Pinterest. No tea, no shade, but look, these are freaking adorable. And I'm so impressed that I got these done in a few hours. Like, it's the same day as when I started this video, and that never happens for me. So let me do the final reveal and put these on. I recommend giving these a try if you think they're cute. Final reveal in 1, 2, 3. Look at these. And they are warm, like they feel like I was expecting them to. Like my palms and wrists are warm, but then my fingers still get the airflow. So these are really, really cute. I'm really excited to style these because I feel like they'll go with a lot of stuff in my wardrobe. And I feel like they look like a store would sell these or something. Now I'm tempted to make more of these in different colors because it wouldn't take me that long, honestly. But yes. Let me know how you think I did. Do you like these or do you think they're grandma-y? This is literally like what my Pinterest board looks like right now. It's just granny squares. So thank you so much for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. All my love to you. Bye-bye.